and we'd like to give a special thanks to the candidates for coming out. This is a real busy month for them, as you know, and we're just pleased that they're here. I have some rules that I have to read. This is not a debate. It's a forum where the candidates can speak to you in their own format, get their message out, and in easy to understand language. So when you leave tonight, you should have a pretty good idea of what each one stands for.
Thank you. Well, I also want to welcome everybody. And, there's a lot of other things you could be doing on a nice night like tonight. If it was one of those pouring rain nights, we probably wouldn't mind being inside, but it's a gorgeous night out there in the fall. My name is Dave Hart. I'm currently your sheriff, have been for the past 12 years. I'm married. Let's talk a little bit before. Let me back up here. I was raised on the south side of Binghamton. I went to Ben Franklin, graduated from Binghamton North High School. While I was still in high school, I joined the Marine Corps Reserve, the 48th Rifle Company. I graduated from high school. I went to Terrace Island, and then from there Camp Geiger, which was part of Camp Lejeune, and came back. Served my military time in reserves, worked with my father in a gas station, and was hired by Sheriff John Michael on January 1st, 1964 as a deputy. I started in the jail. I've worked at jail. I've worked at road patrol. I've worked detectives. I worked identification. I worked just about everything that there is in the sheriff's office. I'm trying to see if I left one of them out in between there. But just about every position there. And 12 years ago, actually 13 years ago, I decided to run for the office of sheriff. And myself and 7 opponents, there was 8 of us running for the job, and the good citizens of Broome County elected me for that position. I've been very aggressive in my years in that job as from deputy sheriff coming up through. I was the first narcotics officer of the sheriff's office over 30 years ago. First one to make any narcotic arrest. I was the first person appointed to be the warrant officer, go out and arrest people on warrants. I had the first computer for the county system as far as keeping track of warrants. And believe me, folks, I knew nothing about computers. I am still there. I don't understand the program. I'll be right up front. I was not as knowledgeable as Gary is with computers, but I'm learning. Just like you folks out there are probably picking up as you go. My grandkids, they can do everything. If I need help, just call one of them 10 or 11-year-old kids with teaching. Okay. I'm married to my wife Linda for 41 years. We have 2 children. My daughter Lisa is a public relations person with the Lourdes Hospital, and my son Chuck is a Binghamton patrolman with the city police. We have 4 grandkids. One is 18, just started college in Lynchburg, Virginia. He's studying to be a history teacher. And then the other 3 all go to the Susquehanna Valley Middle School. I think that's a little bit of my personal I'll get into. Let me go into my experience again. Going back to being a member of the sheriff's office and working all the different divisions, I think gives me the most knowledge of any candidate going, because I'll use the word, raised in the sheriff's office. I have been there for 46 years, and I am very progressive. I believe in modernization. I tell my people, I necessarily can't work with it, but you're younger, you know how to do these things. I buy the most modern computers we have. We're the most updated agency. There is no other agency in the county that has the equipment that we have. Our officers have the computers in the car. They can type the reports, hit the button, bing, it goes off to the sergeant. He reviews it. If it's in order, bing, he hits the button again, gone. It's in our mainframe. No other agency in the county has that stuff. I require all my officers, and correction officers, to law enforcement, to have 60 credit hours at college, or 30 credit hours and 2 years of military experience. The sheriff's office is not just a law enforcement office. The sheriff's office is completely different from your police department. We are 3 divisions: law enforcement, corrections. We oversee, today we had 450 inmates in our facility. We can hold 536 of our bed spaces. The county the state calls it bed space. They don't go by population, by person, bed space. So, 536 people. I have 162 correction officers watching those inmates. In fact, 2 nights ago, one of them got beat up by a murderer, and he's out injured at this time recovering. And then the third division is the civil division. Now, most people never heard of that, unless you've been involved with it. You want somebody evicted from their premises, you come and see my civil division. You want a lawsuit paper served on somebody, you come and see my civil division. We garnish your wages, we repossess your property. It's not a nice job, but that's what 3 deputies do. They get paid to do that. So it's three different divisions, not like most police departments. With one. Down 1 minute. Okay. I love my job. I'm excited over it. Every single day I look forward to getting out of that bed early in the morning and off to work. I start work before 7 in the morning, and I don't get home until after 5:30 at night. Why? Because I love the job, and that's why I'm still going after it. Okay? I guess that's it for now, since I got my 1 minute time. Thank you very much.
The next question for Sheriff David Carter. What would consolidated services look like? Any savings?
Right now, the county has a $50,000 study going on to see what consolidation is going to do. Probably a good year ago, we had an expert come in from Washington, D.C. that said that consolidation will not save money up front. Maybe over a period of a lot of years, consolidation will save some money. So we're waiting for the study to be done, and then the chiefs will all make the opinions from there.
Are you in favor of consolidation, and why?
I think to a certain extent. Take a look at it first to see if you're going to actually save money. If consolidation isn't going to save any money, then why should we push forward? That's my answer on that. Basically, we do shared services now. All the police agencies work together, and we share different services together, and we'll continue. And that's a savings there. Most people who live in their jurisdiction do not want to give up their own police department. Vestal doesn't, Binghamton doesn't, JC doesn't. You saw that in the turning down of dissolution, Endicott. Okay, you people live out in the county where we patrol more. I'm not sure what your feeling is. I don't think you want to get rid of us because we patrol your area. What's going to happen when it's consolidated? You're going to end up with a smaller amount of people patrolling a larger area, and your service isn't going to be that great. That's what it boils down to.
Department to save money for the county.
Give me another chance to speak, Jeff. That's what the object of the study is, to take a look and see what it's going to come up with. All the chiefs are waiting to find out, as well as the legislative body, the government, to see what kind of savings could be there. Again, the gentleman that came in from the International Association of Chiefs of Police that started the study group with us said right out the bat, just like candidate O'Neill said, there will be no savings in the beginning. Maybe on down the road a ways, there will be. But that's the matter, we have to wait and see, and that's the object of the $50,000 study, to kind of give us an idea of what they think in the study, what it's worth going ahead. There's 5 plans in the study to take a look at, and they're going to tell us which one they recommend, if any. So, they got to do in March. Okay?